Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Copper Jacket TV. So this is kind of hard to believe. There is actually a state in our country right now where the people of that state have not had their Second Amendment rights for 2 weeks. And it's not over yet, all because of computer problems. So we're going to talk about this state, what's going on, and when it's all going to be fixed, coming right up. Now, real quick, if you're somebody who carries to defend yourself or your loved ones and you're doing so without an attorney in your back pocket, you are doing it the wrong way, because heaven forbid you're out there and one day you actually find the need to defend yourself and the details get a little bit fuzzy. You could be the one that ends up in handcuffs, in which case you will need somebody on your side, and that's where Attorneys on Retainer comes in. Now, with that Attorneys on Retainer membership, you do have an attorney in your back pocket, because if something, God forbid, happens, all you have to do is simply call the number on the back of that card, and you will speak to an actual attorney who can guide you through the next steps. They will also get an attorney out there to defend you. You can choose one from their network, or you can choose your own attorney. They are not an insurance company. These are attorneys that are working directly for you. So it is the same as having an attorney ready to go in your back pocket at all times. Now, like I said before, if you're somebody who carries to defend yourself or your loved ones, don't go it alone. Check out the link below to Attorneys on Retainer. I've got some discounts down there as well. But this is extremely important to your life, your livelihood, and your freedom. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about what's going on here, because this is big news. This is something that people need to talk about. You guys need to share this, because this is absolutely something that could happen in any state in our country. But we're talking about Washington State today. Apparently, the people of Washington State lost their Second Amendment rights 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago as of today, and it's still not over. So apparently what happened was, on November 1st, there was some unauthorized access to the court's computer systems, to the state court's computer systems. And one of the programs that runs through that system is the Secure Automated Firearms E-Check system, which is what the state uses to run their background checks for firearm transfers. So what they did was the state ended up shutting down that service on November 1st, and nobody's been able to get a background check completed since that time. Today is the 14th. Now, I think Washington does about 400 to 1,000 background checks per day is what I read. So 400 to 1,000 e-background checks per day have not been able to be completed because of this unauthorized access and that entire system being taken down. You can't simply stop the Second Amendment from happening because your computer system isn't working. All of your rights still exist, even if all of the computers across the country go down. If there are no computers in the country whatsoever, you still have your rights. These are rights that were granted to you prior to the Second Amendment, guaranteeing their protection. But nonetheless, they shouldn't be taken away from you simply because an e-check system isn't working. Let's go ahead and take a look at a statement from one of the people who's involved in getting this whole system rebooted. So last Tuesday, Wendy Farrell, the Associate Director for the State Administrative Office of the Courts, said good progress is being made, but it is extremely time-consuming to bring our system back up in a secure environment due to the complexity and interconnectivity of the networks. Now, when talking about these background checks being completed, Chris Loftus, the State Patrol Director of Communications, said, "We know they have a right to get their background check. We know they have a right to get their firearms," he said, "but the bridge is out. That's the reality. It's frustrating for customers, for the dealers, and for us." Oh, is it frustrating? Now, thankfully, the Second Amendment Foundation has taken notice to what's happening in Washington, and they are not too happy about it, and it looks like they intend to do something about it as well. We have a quote here from Alan Gottlieb. He is the founder and executive vice president of the 2AF. It says, "This is simply unacceptable, and we will not tolerate it. As the saying goes, a right delayed is a right denied, and the state has denied untold numbers of citizens their right to obtain firearms for almost 2 weeks. When the system is restored, we expect the WSP to work day and night to expedite background checks already on hold." Now, apparently the 2AF is preparing to file a lawsuit if they don't get this fixed quickly. However, it looks like, from most estimates that I'm seeing online, that the earliest predictions to have this problem fixed are going to be sometime middle of next week. So it's very possible that we could be looking at a week or more of this continuing to happen. And this is 100% unacceptable. It is a problem that needs to be rectified by allowing people to take their transfers. And that's the end of it. There is no question on what should be done here. People should be allowed to take their transfers. If you want to deal with the background checks afterwards, once you get the system up and running, and then deal with the ramifications that come with that at a later date, that's on you. This is your problem. It's not the people's problem. The people should be given their transfers. But the state of Washington is basically just twiddling their thumbs and waiting to get this done. 2 weeks is absolutely unacceptable. 2 hours, 2 minutes is unacceptable. But this amount of time just to get a system back up and running so they can do e-checks, absolutely ridiculous. So if you know anybody that would be affected by this, if you guys just want to share this around so more people are aware of it, please do that, because this is absolutely outrageous. There should not be a state in this country right now where your Second Amendment rights just simply haven't existed for the past 2 weeks. So I wanted to let you guys know about that, and I want to thank you all very much for watching. Please like, subscribe. You guys have a great day.